Okay, so tonight I'm traveling to Madrid and I'll be spending the week there. And I think it's a good opportunity to share something with you, which is I've lived in Madrid in two separate occasions in the past. One before I moved to Italy in 2021 and another one before I went to Switzerland in 2023. It's probably my favorite city in the world, and it's always super hard to explain to people why is that. I guess it's about the people, like everyone lives so connected and there's this sense of community all around. I mean, life really happens outside, on the streets, on the cafes. The city never stops, always something happening. And then the amazing thing is everyone feels welcomed. Then there's the late lunches, the late dinners, the long conversations. Look, it was a shock for me at first because I'm Portuguese, we are very structured, very different in that sense. And for a while it was difficult to adjust and to like that lifestyle. But after a while, all this chaos kinda grew on me. So it's a city that it's in my heart forever, and I always like to visit back and spend a few days there just because it gives me so much energy. So I'm traveling tomorrow, and yeah, now I'm just going to make me some lunch.
Me and my man got history, playing these games since 16. Swept between lanes when she kissed me. We got history, did you miss me, baby? Man, this shit's so crazy. How you make the boy go down, can't be around. Yeah.
Alright, so I wanted to talk to you about something, and that is one of my dreams. And this dream is about our first physical location, our first store for the brand. And when I think about where I wanted to have my first location, I instantly think about this city, Madrid. And it's hard to explain why. It's the impact it had on me personally for the years that I lived here, but it's also the amazing taste, the lifestyle of the people, the relationship with fashion. Yeah, this is truly for me an European capital, and it's probably going to become in the future, in my opinion, the European capital. And I mean, our brand is European, so it should be here. It makes sense for me to be here. And I think those things are important to have in mind before opening the first location. Because I believe that where the brand sells, especially in the first location, will define for a lot of people what we are as a brand. And it will never be about money or revenue generation, because most likely the store will make us lose money. It will be always about brand legitimacy. So for the first store, for the first location, I'm not looking into having a retail unit just for the sake of having it. Like, I will look for a brand manifesto, a flagship, really a temple for the brand and for those that represent the lifestyle of the brand. Another thing is, usually the strategy follows where the consumers are. So flagships open where the consumers already exist. And maybe at the time, our consumers are not in Madrid. And that honestly changes nothing for me. I will open where the brand makes sense, and for me, it makes sense here. And I picture like a small, controlled space where people can connect, eat healthy, and just find people like them. And I would call it Casa Lume Circle. That would fit the location perfectly. And of course, I'm not deciding these things on my own. Thiago is saying it. But this is how I view things, and this thing is super clear in my mind, in my head.
Told the beef is over, that was, ayy. Said the beef is over, that was motherfucking cap. Don't need no fucking handouts, let alone a dap. Yeah, 6 and 8 and 4s and 2, you know I play the crap. Yeah, taboo in Miami, I'm too rich for booby trap. Yeah, ayy, it's some niggas I don't like, so I'm throwing signs in the street, I'm on strike. Yeah, it's on sight, so I said it's on sight. Bitches tryna end me, so I cannot be polite. Millionaire, I ain't stopping at no lights, but shit replay inside my head enough and I'ma fight. Yeah, promise that I buy that bitch a Birkin. Psych. Promise that I buy that bitch a Birkin. Psych. Threw that pussy and I called it J Rice. Know that bitch is mine, but I might not own the rights. Yeah, that bitch said she went skydiving twice. Jumped up on his dick and said that bitch was scared of heights. Yeah, I'm too lit for booby trap. I can't go to Louis closet like a Louis rack. Sworn it with
I think it's important to say this out loud, otherwise none of this makes sense. The reason why I want this brand to work isn't about success or money or proving something to someone else. If I go deep and think why I want it to work, it's about proving something to myself. I've always believed that you should be a dreamer and live life with big dreams, go for what you want, and yes, be ready to fail. And believe me, even if it fails, you went for it. You didn't just waste all your potential, your vision. So that following of a dream is a big success mark for me. But of course, I want it to work, because if it works, it validates this feeling that I've had for a long time, that this path made sense, that the constant work, the late nights, the sacrifices are the real path to take in order to achieve your dreams. And achieving my dream and be successful in achieving that dream is, of course, very relative, very subjective, because there is probably no end goal or end game for all of this. The brand will expand, the brand will grow, and with the brand, the picture of success for me will also continuously grow and evolve, and that makes it fun, for me at least. But it also requires me to think about milestones. And for me, the first real milestone of success is very simple. It's when this can take care of me and my family. Knowing that no matter what happens, I can protect the people I love. If my parents need me and need my help, I'm here for them. I can take care of them. That worst case scenario, there's food on the table for us, there's shelter, there's protection. But again, that's not why I'm doing it. It's just a milestone. Luckily, money is not a problem. Hopefully it won't be for a very long time because of all the things I did in the past 6-7 years. Anyway, I'm doing this because I've always believed in creation, in turning ideas into something real, but not like an inventor mindset or of like inventing things in the proper sense of the word. I always thought about making people feel something, like creating things that can inspire, that can transport people into their own dreams, into these visions that they have, that really reminds everyone that life is too amazing not to chase dreams. Life is full of opportunities for us to go for it, to fail, and especially at this age, in the time that we are living now, you can build pretty much anything. And I truly believe to my core that for people to start creating, they need inspiration, they need a vision, they need to see that there's something more. Inspiration for me fuels this dreams chasing, this obsession about creation. And again, this is not me being a motivational guru. I want to make this very clear that I'm not a coach wannabe. I really like business and brands too much for that, and I want to create that inspiration through brands, through something special, through a vision, through a world building. So yeah, it's more about creating a brand that makes people see a dream and desire to be in that dream, in that world, and make them feel that anything is possible by chasing their own dreams.